Chicken Alfredo Lasagna. Rollups offer a delightful twist on the traditional lasagna we all know and love. Instead of layering noodles and filling in a baking dish, each lasagna noodle is rolled up with a savory chicken and cheese mixture, then smothered in creamy Alfredo sauce. This approach creates individual servings that are both visually appealing and easy to portion. The combination of tender chicken, rich sauce, and perfectly cooked pasta makes this dish a standout for family dinners or special occasions. It's a creative way to enjoy classic flavors in a fun and memorable format. To prepare chicken Alfredo lasagna roll-ups, you'll need a few essential ingredients. Start with wide lasagna noodles, which serve as the base for rolling. Cooked and shredded chicken provides hearty protein, while a blend of cheeses, typically ricotta, mozzarella, and Parmesan, adds creaminess and flavor. The dish is brought together with a rich Alfredo sauce, ensuring each roll-up is both savory and satisfying. These components combine to create a comforting and delicious meal. Begin by cooking the chicken thoroughly, either by boiling, baking, or using your preferred method until it is fully cooked and tender. Once the chicken has cooled slightly, use 2 forks to shred it into bite-sized pieces. In a large mixing bowl, combine the shredded chicken with cream cheese, shredded cheddar, and any other cheeses you prefer. Add your chosen seasonings, such as garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper, then mix everything together until the filling is smooth and evenly blended. This flavorful mixture is now ready to be used in your recipe. Begin by bringing a large pot of salted water to a boil. Add the lasagna noodles, stirring occasionally to prevent them from sticking together. Cook the noodles until they are just al dente, which means they should be tender but still slightly firm to the bite. Once cooked, carefully drain the noodles and lay them flat on a clean kitchen towel or parchment paper to cool. This process ensures the noodles are pliable and easy to roll without tearing during assembly. Begin by laying each cooked noodle flat on a clean surface. Spoon a generous amount of the prepared filling onto one end of the noodle, spreading it evenly across the width. Carefully roll the noodle up from the filled end, keeping the roll tight to ensure the filling stays inside. Repeat this process with the remaining noodles and filling, creating uniform roll-ups. This method helps the roll-ups hold their shape and ensures each bite is flavorful and satisfying. Begin by carefully placing each prepared roll-up seam side down into a lightly greased baking dish, arranging them in a single layer. Make sure the roll-ups are nestled closely together but not overlapping to ensure even cooking. Once all the roll-ups are in place, generously pour the creamy Alfredo sauce over the top, making sure each roll-up is well coated. The sauce will help keep the pasta moist and infuse the dish with rich flavor as it bakes. To achieve a golden, bubbly finish on your roll-ups, generously sprinkle mozzarella and Parmesan cheese over the top before baking. Make sure the cheese is evenly distributed to cover all surfaces, which helps create a uniform crust. For best results, use freshly grated cheese, as it melts more smoothly and browns beautifully. Bake until the cheese is melted, bubbling, and just beginning to turn golden brown. Keep a close eye during the final minutes to prevent overbrowning and ensure a perfect finish. Once the lasagna roll-ups are assembled and placed in your baking dish, it's time to bake them to perfection. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, ensuring it reaches the right temperature before you begin. Cover the dish with aluminum foil and bake for about 25 minutes, allowing the flavors to meld and the cheese to melt evenly. For a golden bubbly top, remove the foil and bake for an additional 10 minutes. Let the roll-ups rest for a few minutes before serving to help them set and make serving easier. To elevate the presentation of your roll-ups, consider garnishing them with a sprinkle of freshly chopped herbs like parsley, basil, or cilantro. These not only add a burst of color, but also enhance the overall flavor. For serving, arrange the roll-ups neatly on a platter and pair them with complementary side dishes such as a crisp green salad, roasted vegetables, or a light dipping sauce. These thoughtful touches can transform a simple dish into an inviting and memorable meal. Proper storage is essential to maintain the freshness and flavor of your leftovers. Allow cooked food to cool slightly before transferring it to airtight containers. and refrigerate within 2 hours to prevent bacterial growth. When reheating, use the stovetop, oven, or microwave, ensuring the food reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Stir or rotate dishes halfway through heating for even warmth. These simple steps help preserve taste and texture, making your leftovers just as enjoyable the second time around. There are countless ways to personalize your dish with different proteins, sauces, and vegetables. You might choose to swap chicken for tofu, shrimp, or beef, depending on your preferences. Experimenting with sauces like teriyaki, peanut, or a spicy chili blend can completely transform the flavor profile. Adding vegetables such as bell peppers, snap peas, or mushrooms not only boosts nutrition, but also adds texture and color. These variations make it easy to tailor the meal to suit your taste and dietary needs. Achieving the best results with your project often depends on avoiding some common pitfalls. One frequent mistake is neglecting to follow the recommended setup steps, which can lead to unexpected errors down the line. It's also important to double-check your inputs and configurations, as small oversights can cause these significant issues. If you encounter problems, try reviewing the troubleshooting guide or resetting to default settings before making further adjustments. Taking these precautions can help ensure a smoother and more successful experience. Chicken Alfredo lasagna, Rollups offer a delicious twist on a classic comfort food. With their creamy sauce, tender chicken, and perfectly rolled pasta, they bring together familiar flavors in a fun and satisfying way. These roll-ups are not only visually appealing, but also easy to serve, making them a great choice for family dinners or gatherings. If you're looking to impress with a dish that's both comforting and unique, Chicken Alfredo lasagna roll-ups are definitely worth a try.